There are 180 different currencies in the world, and billions of dollars worth of new banknotes are printed every day across the world. Here are some of the most amazing facts about money. 1. Before coins were invented around the 7th century BC by the Lydians, people used to trade in all kinds of strange commodities, such as gold, rice, fish, barley, salt, tea leaves, cows, blood, and even bat guano. The term buck, which is commonly used in America to refer to $1, is believed to originate from the days when people used to trade various animal skins, including buckskins, as currency. 2. The first recorded use of paper money was in China over 1,000 years ago, during the Tang dynasty in the 7th century. 3. In 1923, hyperinflation caused the German currency to lose almost all of its value. It became so worthless that people gave it to children to play with, or even used it as wallpaper. 4. India has a note of zero value. They look exactly the same as other banknotes but are worth exactly 0 rupees. You might ask, what's the point? Well, it is not an official currency issued by the Reserve Bank of India, but was created by an NGO called Fifth Pillar in the year 2007 to promote awareness and discourage bribery. 5. In most countries and currencies, the cost of producing small coins like pennies is more than their actual value. For instance, in 2022, the U.S. Treasury spends 2.72 cents to make and distribute each penny, resulting in a huge loss. This has led to debates about whether to continue producing the penny. And because of this, the Canadian government stopped producing pennies in 2013. 6. The world's largest counterfeiter of U.S. currency is North Korea. They produce high-quality fakes that the American Secret Service has nicknamed super dollars because they so closely resemble genuine notes. 7. The production of banknotes requires 0 trees. No paper is used at all. All paper currency is made from a custom blend of cotton and linen, usually around 25% cotton and 75% linen. 8. A study by the University of Chicago found that 90% of U.S. banknotes contain traces of cocaine. This is because cocaine is often used in illegal transactions, and the residue from the drug can be transferred to banknotes during the transaction. 9. Queen Elizabeth II is the queen of currency. Her portrait has graced the currencies of 33 different countries, more than any other individual in history. Canada was the first country to use the British monarch's portrait on their banknotes in 1935, when it printed the princess, who was 9 years old at the time, on its $20 notes. 10. More Monopoly money is printed every year than real money. This is because Monopoly is a popular game that is played by millions of people around the world. The game requires a large number of fake bills to be printed. 11. A check is only an instruction to a bank. Therefore, it can be written on absolutely anything. And as long as it has all the necessary components such as the payer's name, the payee's name, the amount of money, and the date, it will be honored by the bank. Checks have been written on doors, stone slabs, bananas, and even cows. While technically a check can be written on anything, practically, banks will likely reject checks not written on traditional forms, for security and standardization reasons. 12. Banknotes are pretty gross. A study showed that 14% of banknotes contain fecal matter, and 94% contain pathogens. Viruses and bacteria can live on most surfaces for about 48 hours, but they can live on paper money for up to 17 days. 13. Australia makes its banknotes from polymer, which is a type of synthetic plastic. They last for 2.5 times longer than traditional cotton and linen banknotes, and are surprisingly more eco-friendly. The UK also switched to plastic banknotes in 2016. 14. Some coins have grooved ridges around their edges. They serve little purpose today, but they were originally added in the days when coins were made from precious metals, such as silver and gold. People used to scrape the edges off the coins before spending them, then sell the precious metals they scraped off. The grooved ridges were added to stop people from doing this. It also serves to help visually impaired people distinguish between different denominations. 15. The vast majority of the money in the world is not physical cash, but rather digital money that exists only as numbers in bank computers. 16. The art of making money is precise and complex. Each coin has to be exactly the same as the next, so that people accept that they are worth the same amount of money. Traditionally, coins were made by either striking metal between two engraved dies or by casting them in molds. However, in the 18th century, coins were made by new steam-powered machinery, which greatly increased the number of coins that could be produced in a day. 17. The production of banknotes, however, is a bit more complicated. Originally, banknotes were black and white, but now almost all of them are brightly colored and feature highly complex designs, which make them harder to counterfeit but also instantly recognizable as a national currency. 18. Money that cannot be backed by a physical commodity such as gold is called fiat money. Fiat money includes digital funds, paper banknotes, and coins. These kinds of money are only valuable simply because a government declares it an official currency. However, other non-government-backed fiat money can become valuable just because there's a high demand for it, such as the emerging Bitcoin currency, which has no centralized control body. The only thing that makes Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies valuable is the simple fact that lots of people want it. 19. Bitcoin, the first decentralized cryptocurrency, was created in 2009 by an unknown person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. 20. And finally, if all the gold in the world were melted down into a single square block, it would only be 21 meters on each side. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing facts.